Hi, this is Stephanie from Raising Six Arrows. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. I am so excited that you are here today. I am a mother to 6 amazing children. So yes, we are a large family and we love every minute of it. Chaos, but still fun. So today I am going to bring to you all of the October kind of goals that we didn't have as many, but we're going to talk about those. But really excited to jump in and talk to you about our November goals, and you never know, some more might pop up as the month goes on. So back for October, if you saw my last video from September and October, we were kind of really just trying to change up a lot of our things with our schooling and all of the things, as my one son is not here with us for school and living with us any longer. And so that kind of really put a huge change on a lot of our things. And so it was a lot of, taking our time and really just being still and seeing where God was having for us. And on top of that, some of the things for Donovan. He is my 8-year-old and he is in 2nd grade. Some of the videos that I brought to you over the summer of the things that we purchased because it was normal, things that we would get for him for math, just did not work. Things weren't working out. We were just kept hitting I guess what you would call like a brick wall. He was frustrated. He was upset. He was putting himself down. And I'm like, 8 years old, we're not doing this. So we tried Master Bucks Math. That was kind of new. We got it over the summer. So he was doing it on and off. We weren't doing things every day, but most every day because it was hot where we are. It was really hot. And so on our days that it was a little bit over 100 degrees, we were doing school. And so it just, in the beginning, I think he found that it was fun. And so I was kind of excited, like, oh, maybe we'll just keep going with this. And he was like, by midway through, he's like, Mom, I'm bored. I don't like it. The only thing I like are the stories. Can we just read the stories, or can we just do add more story time in? And so our Abeka Math came in, so we jumped into that, and that would have been normal for us since he has been homeschooled since pre-K, kindergarten. He kind of started early, so there's some videos on that as well. On maybe I need to make a big in-depth video on that, but. So Abeka was normal for him. The layout, everything is it's a normal math. He hasn't done anything but that, except for the trying out of the master books this summer. And it was, I think, it just jumped so fast from number 2 to number 3. And yes, he's in 2nd grade and he was doing the third grade math with Abeka. And he did great with number 2, so I just assumed, of course, we get number 3, right? That's what you do. And so it was just not working out well, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go, but I know we need to do something with math. And so one thing that we decided to try was Nicole the Math Lady. If you don't know, she does a lot of Saxon math curricula and lessons for all of that, but she also has, it's called Drill Team. And so him and I, we started with that, and we just kind of took a break for almost a good month, maybe 3 weeks, but we took a little bit of a break from heavy math, and we just did Nicole the Math Lady, and we were just working on math facts. I wanted to kind of de-school a little bit with some math. I do know that Donovan does not work well in taking huge chunks of time off. And so we are more year-round homeschoolers. So that is one thing that we did. We took a break, and we have found a math, thankfully. I'm very excited. And it is the Good and the Beautiful math. And so downloaded it. He's been using his iPad, writing on there just because I wanted to make sure that he liked it and that it worked well before purchasing more things, Lots of money was going out this year to do homeschooling, and just wanted to check before we had extracurricula in the house that just didn't work. So very excited to find out that that is seeming to work well. We've only been in it about a month, but it's doing really well. Language arts is with the Good and the Beautiful as well. And Veritas Bible finally has started up. We are doing Judges to Kings. And it has been an amazing first week. Actually, we just started a week ago. And so he has been having a great time doing that. He misses his old friends from last year's videos, but exciting times are meeting new friends, is what I have been telling him. So we are excited about that. Another thing, so as we come into what we are going to be doing for the month of November, and then a few other goals of October was really just trying to figure out a good rhythm. Have we found that yet? A little bit for Donovan, but now it's time to incorporate Malachi and some fun things for Mackenzie so it's not so chaotic during school time. So I'm going to be getting some bins, and some people call them morning baskets, but I'm going to have some different themed things and bins for different times, so that way I can just pull out and have some fun things ready to go. So that has been our October. Not a whole lot was added into. I just really wanted to find the best things for our family. We kept trying to get into things. So here are some things that Donovan has asked to actually do more of for the month of November. His first one is he would like to fit in Gather Around, which is a curriculum that we were going to be using as our main curriculum, and so that has not been happening. And he likes the Gather Around style and the unit study approach and changing things often, and so he wants to do more Gather Around. We kind of slid off the bandwagon doing our nature studies, and he's like, Mom, I want to do our nature studies again. I like that. And so he asked to add that back in. He loves doing art as well, and so we are actually doing art through our post. If you're not familiar what a post is, we are active military, and our post is where we go, and they have many different things. We have shopping. It's kind of like a Walmart or a Target, grocery store, those types of things. And so they have an art center on there, and there's an art teacher, and she's teaching them this month all about clay. And so they are sculpting things. They're actually making a dream room. So military children don't really always get their own room or a fun place, and they're always moving. And so they're building their what would be a dream room if they had their own home all the time. And so that is something that he's just started last week. Last month, he did drawing. So that was, we're doing art in those ways, but we're going to have some other fun things going on for the month of November that I have picked up along the way. When we were back in the States in September, I found a few fun things that we're going to be doing this month. And so to go along with those fall things and the art projects that we're going to be doing, he asked for Gather Round more, and so we're going to be doing the Thanksgiving unit from Gather Round. It is only 4 lessons though, so it's new. I'm excited to see it, but I wish it was a little bit longer, to be honest with you. We are not doing it the week of Thanksgiving just because I wanted to incorporate some other things into that and teaching about being thankful and about Thanksgiving. And we usually like taking the week of Thanksgiving off of school because we're cooking. It's Malachi's birthday. Lots of things happen that week. But another thing that we're going to be doing is making cards and mailing them to people for Thanksgiving. So not many people do Thanksgiving cards. I saw these and I was like, that would be fun to add in for our Thanksgiving unit and month of November time. Another thing so some days we're going to take off of doing actual language arts with the good and the beautiful. We'll still be doing our readings, but I found this from Wild Learning. It's a seasonal poetry unit. And so I thought, what fun with all the leaves coming down and autumn is in full bloom here in Europe. And so we're going to be doing this unit together. And so I am coming up with some fun ways, and so stay tuned for that, on how to incorporate your pre-K and your toddler into doing fun poetry time along with your older children, so that way everybody is having fun and involved in all of the good things. So another thing, as I'm going through my list here, I'm making my own planner, so I have not found a curriculum or homeschool planner that I like. So I found a Flex Star binder and I'm making my own version here. So stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on how that's going as well. And a video on how I'm doing this whole homemade planner to come soon as well. So we do Read Aloud Revival. So RAR Premium, we are members. It's called Read Aloud Revival. If you have, I'll put a link down below. If you are interested, I'm super excited. We're getting ready to do Christmas time stuff. So I'll be talking about that later in the month of November. But this is our book for the book club of the month, William Blake's Inn. And so it is a Caldecott Honor book. We're going to be talking about Caldecott Honor books. We actually are getting to talk and meet some people that are, I forget if it was the illustrator or the author we get to meet from this, but super excited to read this as a family. We read it all month long. Our book for the month of October was Bear Snores On, and we loved that. We just got to meet the author. That was so fun. Even Julia, who is almost 19, came every day to hear that story. And then our goal is to finish Sweep by the end of the month of November, because actually my goal is to finish it before Thanksgiving, because if you, I was looking things up, and Advent actually starts the Sunday of Thanksgiving or right around Thanksgiving. So I'm like, okay, I want to get this done because we have some, I have two Christmas chapter books that I want to read. And this is usually things that it's just Donovan and I, because Malachi doesn't have the attention span to listen that long. And sometimes Julia or Diana will want to listen in because they get hooked into these books as well. So I also have the Audible, so when we're driving places, we can listen to it. But Sweep, we are only probably about 4 or 5 chapters in, and it is the sweetest book. It is so amazing. And on November 15th with Read Aloud Revival, this is their family chapter book of the fall season, and we are going to be getting to meet the author. So I'm so stoked. I don't know who's more excited, me or Donovan, about that, but him and I have been loving this. We actually decided today that we're like, we just want to keep listening or reading, and so we haven't done a whole lot of school today because we have just been engrossed in listening to this book. And so you know what? I'm like, you know what? That's okay. We cuddle and read, and we were doing some errands while we were listening. So that is, our goal is to get that done before Thanksgiving. Another thing that I have is to really get Malachi started in his pre-K learning. Really just, I'm kind of making things, see what works the best, honestly. And trying to see how I can work him in with doing Donovan. So now that we have Donovan kind of settled and in the mix, because some things were a little rocky, it's now time to add Sweet Malachi into the mix of doing a little bit more structured school, so he can learn some of the things that he's been asking to, which is his numbers, which we've been working on. It's a little easier to do that, but he wants to work on being able to learn to read, and he wants to write. And so those are some things that I'm going to be adding in for him this month. But my biggest part is to relax, enjoy, and be still in this month, and to enjoy the family times that we have, especially before things get a little chaotic. So we will be moving, if you're in the military world, it's called PCSing, sometime from February to May. We don't know when or what's happening. If you've been around on my channel for a little bit, we're also trying to retire. My husband has a little over 22 years in, so that may hit, we don't know. So just trying to enjoy the last holiday of Thanksgiving here where we are, and be intentional in our learning and make it enjoyable, because my biggest goal is to keep my kids enjoying the learning process. A few things for me is adding PE in for mom, so they get plenty of outdoor fun time, and when they do that, it's usually my clean time. And so instead, I need to add PE time in for mom. So stay tuned on how that's going to be going and working out. What are your goals for the month? Oh, there's Malachi. What are your goals for the month of November? What are some new things that you're trying, or that is maybe a family tradition for your homeschooling? Or if you're not homeschooling, but what is some of your family traditions for the month of November? Put those comments down below. I'd love to see and hear what other people are doing. Thanksgiving is a harder holiday for me because I feel like everybody likes to just eat. And so I'm trying to find some other fun ways to incorporate the Thanksgiving and November month for our family. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope to hear and talk to you soon. Bye.
I want to say bye.
Oh, you want to? Oh, Malachi's came back. He would like to say bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
See you soon.